Hello, dear viewers, and welcome to a new episode of Games and Names. Our sport for this episode is basketball, and our featured star guests are siblings Jenna and Maya Sayed, members of the Under 19 youth team for Egypt's women's basketball team. So let's get to know more about basketball and Jenna and Maya in the upcoming minutes of Games and Names.
Basketball is a team sport in which two teams, most commonly of 5 players each, opposing one another on a rectangular court, compete with the primary objective of shooting a basketball approximately 9.4 inches or 24 centimeters in diameter through the defender's hoop, a basket of 18 inches or 46 centimeters in a diameter mounted 10 feet or 3.048 meters high to a backboard at each end of the court, while preventing the opposing team from shooting through their own hoop. A field goal is worth 2 points unless made from behind what is called the three-point line, then it's obviously worth 3 points. After a foul, time play stops and the player fouled or designated to shoot a technical foul is given one or more 1-point free throws. The team with the most points at the end of the game wins, but if regulation play expires with a score tied, an additional period of play, overtime, is mandated. There are no draws or ties in basketball. Players advance the ball by bouncing it while walking or running, dribbling, or by passing to a teammate, both of which require considerable skill. On offense, players may use a variety of shots: the layup, the jump shot, or a dunk. On defense, they may steal the ball from a dribbler, intercept passes, or block shots. Either offense or defense may collect a rebound that is missed, a shot that bounces from rim or backboard. It is a violation to lift or drag one's pivot foot without dribbling the ball, to carry it, or to hold the ball with both hands, then resuming dribbling. The 5 players on each side fall into the 5 playing positions. The tallest player is usually the center. The tallest and strongest is the power forward. The slightly shorter but more agile player is the small forward. And the shortest players, or the best ball handlers, are the shooting guard and the point guard, who implement the coach's game plan by managing the execution of offensive and defensive plays. Informally, players may play 3-on-3, 2-on-2, or 1-on-1. Invented in 1891 by Canadian-American gym teacher James Naismith in Springfield, Massachusetts in the US, basketball has evolved to become one of the world's most popular and widely viewed sports.
My name is Jenna Sayed. I'm 17 years of age. I've been playing basketball since I was 10 or 11. So I didn't practice the sport at a very early age, unlike many of my colleagues. I played with the under 16 Egypt team in the African Championship and got second with the team. I also got 11th in the under 16 World Cup in Hungary this year. And as for under 18, I participated with the team in the African Championship in Madagascar, where I also got second, and that enabled us to qualify to next year's under 19 World Cup in Spain. Well, the club competitions go like this. I finished first in the Cairo Zone Championship. outside of the arc. Then there is the normal basket that counts for 2 points. And of course, you get 1 point if you execute the free throw from close in. As far as the positions of the players inside the court are concerned, there's the point guard or the playmaker, and she or he are the key player. Then you have two cutters, usually number two and number three. Cutter number two is usually the one that shoots with a lot of accuracy, while number three is the one that penetrates and scores from inside, and they are usually both very fast players. And then you have the pivots. They are the tall players that get their positions usually under the basket in the offensive and defensive formations. They are the ones tasked with getting the rebound and the second ball and the second chance for your team. And they are usually both very fast players. And then you have the pivots. They are the tall players that get their positions usually under the basket in the offensive and defensive formations. They are the ones tasked with getting the rebound and the second ball and the second chance for your team. The most important basketball teams in ladies and women's basketball in the Arab world can be considered as Algeria, Senegal, and us. As far as the international competitions go, there are many countries, of course, topped by the US, Spain, Canada, and many others. As far as clubs inside Egypt are concerned, Asid, Sumuha, Al Ahli, and Sporting are considered the most important clubs. We have a lot of training camps with the club and with the national team, and they are very useful. My idols are many, of course, led by MJ, Michael Jordan, the innovator. He really invented a lot of things for basketball and developed the game. Kobe Bryant is also one of my idols, and he was not shy to say that he took a lot of things from Jordan. I liked Kobe Bryant's mentality, especially, and also Steph Curry, of course, the best long distance shooter in the world. He is one of my idols, too. As far as my recommendations go to spread the sports here at home, I believe we should have more basketball courts around the country. We should give our children many camps, free camps where they get a chance to meet with our idols, the stars of the game here in Egypt, and also get to benefit from the expertise of foreign experts. That really helps the educational process a lot for youngsters. Before the COVID-19 pandemic, before the corona, we used to practice twice a day, morning and evening session. While during the corona times, we had to cut down on that. We only practice at home. But we're back to normal now after the COVID-19 pandemic, of course, with precautions, though. Now, as far as my ambitions go, I want to be a professional basketball player abroad, hopefully in the USA, the best out there. While with the national team, I would like to achieve a good result in next year's Under-19 World Cup in Spain.
Feeling miserable, always hanging on to the visual. I wanna be invisible. Looking at my years like I'm out of dumb. Everybody needs to be a part of them. Never be enough on the prodigal son. I was born to run, I was born for the big. Whip, whip, run me like a racehorse. Pull me like a ripcord. Break me down and build me up. I wanna be the slip, slip. Word up on your lip, lip. Better that you rip, rip. Break me down and build me up. Whatever it takes. 'Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I do whatever it takes. 'Cause I love how it feels when I break the chains. Whatever it takes. Yeah, take me to the top. I'm ready for whatever it takes. 'Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I do what it takes. Go critical, egotistical. Don't wanna be the parenthetical, hypothetical. Working on something that I'm proud of. Out of the box, an epoxy to the world and the vision we've lost. I'm an apostrophe. I'm just a symbol to remind you that there's more to see. I'm just a product of the system of catastrophe. And yet a masterpiece. And yet I'm half diseased. And when I am deceased, at least I go down to the grave and die happily. And leave the body of my soul to be a part of me. I do what it takes. Whatever it takes. Everybody needs to be a part of them. Never be enough on the prodigal son. I was born to run, I was born for this. Whip, whip, run me like a racehorse. Pull me like a ripcord. Break me down and build me up. I wanna be the slip, slip. Word up on your lip, lip. Better that you rip, rip. Break me down and build me up. Whatever it takes. 'Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I do whatever it takes. 'Cause I love how it feels when I break the chains. Whatever it takes.
My name is Maya Saeed. I'm 17 years of age. I started practicing basketball when I was 11. I finished first in the Cairo zone with my club in the under 13 competition, while I finished second in the under 14 competition and fourth nationally. Then I got promoted to the under 16 team, though I was only 14 years of age, and I got to finish first with my team in the Cairo zone. Then came the corona, and that prevented us from getting a top standing in the national championship. I also finished second in the Cairo zone with my club in the under 16 competition before being promoted to the under 18 team, where I finished first in the Cairo zone with the team and second nationally, and that was before getting promoted to the seniors team. I participated with the first team, with the seniors team here at my club, and I helped them avoid relegation. While as far as international competitions are concerned, I came in second with the under 16 team in the African Championship, and I managed to be a part of the team that got 11th internationally in the World Cup in Hungary, where we won 3 matches, and that was an unprecedented feat for women's basketball in Egypt, winning matches at the World Cup. While this year I managed to be part of the team that got second in Africa, and we got promoted to the World Cup, which will be played next year in Spain, the Under 19 World Cup. I was also a member of the 3-on-3 national team where I participated in the World Cup. I managed to finish ninth out of 20 teams with my colleagues at the World Cup. A basketball match is 40 minutes long, divided on 4 quarters of 10 minutes each, and you have a break in the middle after the first 2 quarters and before the last two, a 15-minute break. Of course, our scoring system goes like this. You get 2 points for the normal regular basket, 3 points if you shoot from outside of the arc, and 1 point for the free throw. I think mentality is the most important characteristic that defines a good, successful basketball player and as a good, successful athlete generally. And you also need to have a lot of determination, focus, patience to work on your defaults and your shortages. Strength and power are also, of course, very important. They are important in any sport you practice. You should also have a team spirit and enjoy some modesty, to try and always better and improve your performance, and have tactical wit, if you will, and concentration inside the court. Now, as far as our rivals here in Egypt go, you have the clubs of Al-Said, Al-Ahli, Sporting, Samuha, Gezira, Shams, and others. On the Arab stage, Algeria is our main competitor, and on the African stage, Mali is the best out there in the youngsters. Of course, in the seniors competition, you have different competitors like Angola and Senegal. Internationally, of course, no one can rival the USA. You also have a very strong teams in France, Spain, and Canada, and many, many countries, really. My idols are Nadine Estelawi here at home in Egypt, and internationally, I can say that Michael Jordan, Steph Curry, Giannis, and really, I have a lot of idols internationally, but MJ, Curry, and Giannis top the list. Tapering or getting the physical load down gradually is very important before any championship, because usually you have a very high load and then you get to decrease it gradually as you approach championship time. Now, as far as efforts to spread the game here in Egypt, I believe we have to focus on the younger generations, have a lot of camps children, a lot of friendly tournaments. That also would help to spread the game. Also, the presence of foreign experts is very useful to youngsters, to us as well as to coaches. Themselves. We had a great event here in Egypt recently, Basketball Without Borders. I wish I was there, but I couldn't because I was playing with the national team in the World Cup at the time. And I would like to affirm to you that we're back to normal practice now. We really got past the corona times, and in fact we are taking precautions, of course, but I can tell you that we are practicing even harder and at a higher frequency than the pre-corona times to make up for what we lost. As far as my ambitions go, I hope to continue to represent Egypt and at the senior level as well, not only at the youth level. And of course, my big dream is to be a professional basketball player abroad. And I would like to finally here thank my club and Dr. Demirdesh for he's the one that really supported me and my sister and really is a major reason for our success.